16 hearts. Basically, whenever I farm hellhounds, I wait and like if I hit 23 or 24 hard clues, and then when my aggro runs out on hellhounds, I'll just tally instead of resetting aggro to get that last clue. That's why it's in a weird number, not in multiples of 25. Quick update, we got, let's see, the reason why I have only like 40 mil, 49 mil in like cash stack. I upgraded my clue farming setup, so I switched from melee to magic, the typical setup that make put a video out on. So I bought camel staff, put chroming 3. I opted out for the demon slayer perk, the comboing chroming with demon slayer. I just put a P3 E2 on there instead of let's see, I forget. I think he had some sort of biting on there. Impatient or fuck, I forgot that. Impatient, yeah, that's right. Impatient 3, crackling 2, just because I had a crackling 2, and I feel like a crackling 2 will take out a full hellhound anyway. So why um, try and make a new crackling 3 for that? And then a looting 2 or scavenging to a bit of scavenging to looting, yeah, just because I don't want to have to waste a scav 3 on it because I use a scav 3, or I just didn't feel like farming enough for a scav 3. But eventually, once I get bored and have a lot of money, I'll drop 50 some odd mil on jewelry and disassemble them over time, and then make a bunch of scav 3s and then transfer it over. Also, Virtus boots. Um, I already had Cinderbanes, and then a bunch of freaking cannonballs. So I spent a lot of money on that. Also put in 2 offers in the bank, Santa Hat, Christmas Scythe. Hope I'm gonna slow buy them. If not, then I'm just canceling and I got my money back. Alright, jumping in. Luck of the Dwarfs, Full Globetrotter, check check. Treasure Trail. Basically all common drops filled except for the Fox Mask. I have not gotten a backstab cape, which is weird. I got a Shadow Die before a backstab cape, but and then all third age and a few Druidic. Jumping in. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I did. I popped. Well, I was gonna re-roll that. I popped the cookie that I got from the last video. So there we go. 3 mil. We're gonna try and run through 116 in a timely fashion, and I will have a big enough stack of masters by the time this is done to grind those out, and then I'll have like a 30, 35, depending on how many we get from these. Master clue. There's one. So yeah, I had 23, I got 24. Hopefully we're aiming for somewhere between 30 and 35. And also not to get a low clue that we can't reroll. That's the goal. 150 is the mark. But we'll go above it if the rerolls get high. I am now 60 Rax kills without a leg drop. And in that 60 kills, I have gotten 3 eyes. A hilt is 1 out of 240, I think. Any hilt is 1 out of 240 with 25% allocated to the combat style that you are not using. So if you're using range, then you have a 25% chance. If you roll that 1 out of 240 to get a hilt, then it rolls again on a 1 out of 4, and you have 2 chances to get a hilt associated with your combat style and 1 chance for the other 2 combat styles. So I use range for Rax. So in 60 kills, I have gotten 0 legs, which is a 1 out of 40 drop, and I have gotten 3 eyes, which is a 1 out of 240, 3 times, and then it's also a 1 out of 4. So yeah, I don't know. I want to tabulate like the odds or how the hell that even happens, but I've done the majority of those on middle path, and all the eyes I got were on middle path because I need my middle piece. So I did them all on middle path, and I got a bunch of eyes, which is like it's a noxious component, but I don't even care for making. I forgot the perk. Was it biting? I think it's biting. Yeah, a biting 3 comboed with something else. I don't even care to go for those really expensive perks until I have tier 92s. But I'm not going to get tier 92s um, just because I don't think I need them for a while. So I guess we'll just save up the hilts and eventually I'll get a tier 92. God Wars Dungeon 3 is coming out. They announced it, but I don't know how far away it is. I'm pretty sure they'll release um, Archaeology before God Wars 3. I wasn't there. I just know that it's been announced, but it makes sense that they would release the skill before God Wars 3, seeing as they just had a combat update with the PVM hub. So back-to-back combat updates are sort of weird. They usually do like a skilling event or just any sort of event, and then they'll drop like like a patch or a different update, you know, content update rather than like an event. I also did some upgrades to my clue run, completing the clues. I did the elite Arty tasks and the elite Mauritania tasks. So I had to get all of my temple trekking. Um, we're on 4 reels. There it is. I had to get all my temple trekking characters up to level 99 for the elite Mori tasks, and I had to ask Make in the chat to give me the best strategy for temple trekking, just because I looked on YouTube and the temple trekking page itself, and I got no help at all for temple trekking. It's if you've done it before, you're gonna have to do it eventually. It's just a grind. There was like inventory setups on YouTube and guides to for what it is, but none on how to max your XP. And there are pretty easy ways to get your adventurers to level 99, but I had to learn them the hard way and waste several hours. But it's all done. Um, Karamja looks like a bitch though, and the desert tasks look absolutely terrible because they involve the Dominion Tower, and I've been there a few times, and it's just weird. It's weird learning combat with all those disabilities. Like there's a disability where if you've done the Dominion Tower, you know what I'm talking about. There's a disability where they just knock the weapon out of your hand, and you'll be in the middle of like a DPS combo, and then your weapon just disappears, and it's weird. There, wow, that's cool. I've that's got to be my first like 4 mil clue. I feel like 3 mil is usually the mark. Fuck, fuck. I should have rolled that. All right, well maybe we'll 159. We'll risk it. Should we have? Well, not gonna risk it on that. But yeah, the Dominion Tower is just freaking weird. Um, but if eventually I'll get bored of doing clues and PVM and I'll jump over to achievements because I actually liked questing. I liked questing while I still had them. I finished all the quests and I like doing achievements just because it feels like you accomplished something when you finish your achievements. Plus, they give a lot of passive perks. Like you get double mushroom reward. You get double mushroom harvesting with Mauritania elite tasks done, and that's just something that it's active all around Gielinor, and you don't have to be wearing the legs, and it's just, quality of life upgrade for RuneScape in general. And then, of course, the Fally Shield and the Varrock Armor. I've done the elites for both of those, and they're like almost essential for making good money when smelting and smithing. So look up the Varrock and Fally Shield, Varrock Armor, Fally Shield, and their perks are pretty insane for making really good money in smithing. Um, I already hit 120 invention, but there's, if you want to max out your smithing gains, then invention comes in handy, but it's sort of a waste of charges to train with it, but it's not that whole lot of charges, so it's a give take. Basically, I have no intentions of going to 200 mil invention, so I don't even mind. Like, I don't want to waste any charge if it's not on combat, just because combat drains so much already. I feel like we've gotten a lot of masters. Let's see. 34. Nice. Very nice. So yeah, I'll do those. Yeah, 34. That's worth it. I'll strap up and get those done. There we go. We'll roll a 152. And that. Oof. Finishing week. Alright, well, last 10. 1 mil. Nice. Decent amount of money though, all around. There haven't been a whole lot of clues that we couldn't roll, except for, oh, I was about to say, except for right now, but, oh, that one, I guess. One or two, maybe. But, let's see. I think that is, let's see, that's got to be somewhere around 600s. I don't know, maybe 500, but I've got about 200 hard clues left before I get another drop. It's weird that I haven't got a backstab cape yet, but yeah, these can't stack. Alright, well, I'm gonna do these masters, do another 100 hards or so, and I'll be back with y'all. Peace.